to be $10,000 total. Okay. So what we do from here is just get the payment done and then we get you started today. Sound good?
Okay, yeah, sounds good. That was a lot of information.
Yeah.
It sounds good. But if I can, is there any way that you could just just give me a day, so just so I can just really just really think about it, and make sure that it's something that I can do.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I mean, generally we don't do that, but I kind of want to get an understanding of something first because I never want anyone putting themselves in a bad place to do this, even though it's going to get you in a great place. So for you, when we're looking at the investment as a whole, is this something that would potentially put you out on the street, take food off of the table, make it to a place where you're shaking a jar for change? Because I absolutely don't want that.
No, it wouldn't. But it's a lot higher than I had expected.
Okay.
Um,
So it's higher than you expected, but you can make it work given it gets you to where you need to be.
I can't do it all. But if there's ways to break it down, I could potentially look at that.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay,
that's
how
I
much
can't
can
I
you
can't I
actually put
can't I
down
can't do
then?
that, I can't do all of that together.
Okay. How much can you put down?
Well, I mean, the guy I spoke to on the phone, on the first conversation, he'd mentioned it, and I said that maybe, maybe 2,000, if it was around that sort of figure, like, maybe
Okay.
maybe that's something that I could make happen.
Okay. I mean, we could definitely work something out for, 2,000 initially down. We would just, I'm gonna have to be realistic. So yeah, we would just have to reduce the program length from 12 months to 6 months. So if we do 2,000 down, and then instead of it being $10,000, it's 5,000. Okay. So at that point, the 2,000 down would work. So yeah. And I guess like so you can make that work though. The 2,000 down, that'll be perfectly fine given everything works out.
I can, but I do want to be, just honest and transparent. I don't really, I don't have any sort of savings. So that's like that's pretty much basically like all I have in my current account.
Mm, okay. So it's all you have, but if you spend it, is it going to put you in a place where you can't eat, you can't pay bills? That's what I truly care about.
No, I can still pay my bills because I get paid weekly. I get paid weekly, so I can still pay my bills, and just say no. I just basically just collect I just collect everything in my, I don't have a savings account, so I just collect everything in my current account. So basically everything just goes in there, and I save up money in there as well. But it's just like
Okay.
it's just all I have.
Okay. So you can make it work. It's not going to take food off the table. It's just uncomfortable. Is that correct?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And when it comes down to what we're doing for you, right? In terms of getting you this skill set, helping you actually master trading as well, do you feel we can actually get you to that point? Like, is that with everything that we have?
From what I've seen today, yeah, yeah, I think it can.
Okay. And what makes you confident that we could?
The structure you walk me through,
Mm,
because I, as and the actual model itself, because that's
mm,
what I had most questions and concerns about. But the video answered that, and today what you went through is also answered that. That you actually get to teach me the actual model itself, and
okay.
I don't have to go learn it by myself. So there, and as well as the coaching. So yeah, I think it can. I think it can work.
Okay, perfect. And I mean, when it comes down to it for you, then, like, is there anything else that we're missing? Anything you would want us to add to this that would make you more certain that we can get you to where you want to be? Like anything at all?
Not that I can think of, no. As long as the coaching is there and someone is there to guide me all the way, so that I won't be left alone, and just making sure that that I can have someone who can really teach me the model itself.
Okay.
Um, because yeah, 'cause, like I want to make sure I have all the knowledge. That's the most important thing for me.
Okay. I would have asked this before, but so tell me, I guess, like, if we were to allow you into the mentorship and we were to help you, like where do you think you'd actually be 6 or 12 months from now with this level of support?
Oh man, definitely better than where I am right now because you know how difficult and hard things are right now, and how difficult life is, and um, yeah, I mean like because of things are so tight, I'm financially
Yeah.
struggling, but so yeah, like 6 months from now, if I'm making the sort of money that you mentioned of 5K a month, 10K a month, then yeah, life's gonna be so different.
Okay. Do you know what it takes to have that level of change happen?
Mm, that's hard work, and being consistent.
Yeah. But it also takes you being uncomfortable, right? Because someone who goes from kind of the place where they are struggling, they are trapped to a place where they're making 5 or 10K a month, do you think they get there comfortably?
Nah, they definitely have to make some sacrifices, and just work hard for sure.
Okay. And for you, given your situation and given where you're at, are you a person that's willing to make sacrifices so that you don't have to explain life the way that you just did?
Mm. I am, but like I said, this is all I have, and like,
Mm.
at least just worked for the last 7, 8 months, and I've been in the USA for the last 3 years, and going from job to job, and like this is the first time I've been able to like actually like start to make some start to make enough money to actually live paycheck to paycheck. Um, yeah, I'm willing. Yeah, I'm willing. I'm willing to make sacrifices, but it's just like it's that's just a lot of money, and like this is all I have.
Yeah. Okay. And I guess like when it comes to sacrifices, right? You can only sacrifice what you actually have at the end of the day, right? This is what you have available. This is the position that you're actually in right now. But I guess what I want to ask you is like, how much longer do you want this to be the position you're in where you are paycheck to paycheck, where you are having to, this $2,000 is a sacrifice? How much longer do you want that to be a reality?
Well, I don't want to be a reality any longer.
Well, why not? Because you 100% could. Like, no one's gonna force you here to do anything. But at the end of the day, like that's kind of the path that people go down who don't make sacrifices, right? Who don't kind of get uncomfortable. So why don't you want this to be a reality anymore?
It's just because it's not living, it's just surviving. 'Cause I'm literally not living anymore. I'm literally just surviving, and like having an impact on me like mentally, and I'm just not happy. I'm not happy like living this way, and uh, even mentally it's starting to impact me, and that's I want to live. I don't want to just survive.
How long have you just been surviving?
Since I came to the US, it's been 2023 or 3 years now.
So 3 years of surviving. 3 years is a really long time. That's 36 months of you really struggling paycheck to paycheck every single week, every single day, every single month, right? So for you, I guess like when is enough enough? Like when are you actually going to be ready to change this?
I'm ready to change. It's just that, like
Are you?
I'm ready to change. It's just that, this is like
Because like the way I see it is you've come this far to be able to get yourself to a further place, right? Would you agree with that? Like you've come this far, you saved up so that you can get out of survival mode, right? But you're not gonna. Do you think you're gonna be able to get out of survival mode doing the same things that you've been doing, or is that just gonna keep you there?
no, of course, yeah. It's just gonna keep me where I am.
Okay. And if you stay doing the things that are only comfortable, right? Where is that going to lead you in the future?
I'd just be stuck. I'd just be stuck where I am, or maybe even worse off.
So when it comes down to it for you, like what is the uncomfortable decision that you need to make to stop having this be your reality, to stop surviving for the last 3 years so that you don't have another 3, 6, 9 years of surviving? What do you need to do differently?
I just have to like take a risk and take a risk and it's a sacrifice.
Is that what you want to do? Do you want to change this? Do you want to take a risk so that this is no longer the way that you're living?
I do. It's just that, if I make this sacrifice, if I make this investment, I'm gonna feel it. So I'm and
And that's good, because if you feel it, do we have to worry about you not showing up? Do we have to worry about you not implementing the feedback? Do we have to worry about you not doing what we need you to do to see success? Are you one of those people we'll have to worry about because you're going to feel this?
well, no, if I do it, then obviously I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that that it actually works.
Okay. And if you do it, we're going to be in your corner every single step of the way to make sure you get the results that you need to get so that this is no longer your reality. But the scary part is you have to take this first step. And honestly, the fear of something going bad or something going wrong can keep you in the same place for the rest of your life. And that's what keeps you in survival, never being able to make big leaps for yourself. This is that big leap. So the way I see it is you have not come this far over the last 3 years to only come this far to where you're holding on to the money that you've got. Okay. You have to be willing to take the risk for yourself to get out of this position. And this is that first step for yourself. Right. And this is the scariest part. But once this part is over, everything from there, we will hold your hand the rest of the way. And all it is just you showing up and you doing work. Can we trust you to show up the work?
Yeah, of course you can, because I know myself. If I commit to something, then then I do it, and I do everything I can.
Okay. So are you willing to be a person who commits, right? So that you can actually change your situation? Because that's what this is. This is commitment to change, that you're not going to go back to the position that you're in right now. Is that something that you want to commit to?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay. So let's step into this new identity. Let's step into the version of you that you want to be, which is a person who does take risks, a person who does go out of their comfort zone so they can actually grow. Real quick. So, if you are in high ticket sales and you are absolutely struggling with discovery, you don't know what to do during objections, or just your pitch is a little bit shaky overall, if you are having issues when it comes to taking money from your prospects, I want to help you. So, what I want to show you is basically an entire school community that I have of closers who are there to excel and there to do better. So if you want help from discovery, pitch, objections to just general key skills, follow up, referrals, anything that you can think of, landing roles when it comes to real sales mastery, there is help for you in this free school community. And then there's also essentially a calendar of coaching calls that you can actually join as well, where we will help you directly to improve your sales. We'll role play, we'll do call reviews, pretty much everything that you would need to be successful in sales. Okay. So if you want to join that, you'll also be able to see some of my live sales calls. Just click the link below and I'll see you there. Bye bye.